change is important. I'm the change agent in this race. How's everybody doing?
Anthony Brown enters the race for Attorney General with a long history of public service.
I've got the experience, both the legal experience, the executive experience, the legislative experience, to really focus the Office of the Attorney General on protecting the interests, the rights of all Marylanders.
Brown served in leadership positions representing Prince George's County as a state delegate for 8 years before being elected lieutenant governor. He successfully fought to repeal Maryland's death penalty. He pushed for stringent background checks and training requirements for gun sales. He helped to ban assault-style weapons and large ammo magazines in Maryland. He lobbied to decriminalize marijuana and expand expungement of criminal records.
Taking my not only legal experience.
Brown served in Iraq. He was awarded a Bronze Star for his distinguished service. He rose to the rank of colonel in the U.S. Army Reserves.
I've led and managed legal professionals. As a colonel in the United States Army Reserve, I led 80 lawyers and legal professionals. We provided criminal defense services to soldiers and their families, consumer protection matters similar to what we do in the Office of the Attorney General, as well as legal assistance. You can't just continue.
The state attorney general is in charge of an office of 700 legal professionals. Brown looks at it as managing the state's largest law firm.
If you don't know how to manage people, you're not going to be able to run the offices of the Attorney General. I always bring a lens of equity and fairness to the decisions I make.
Brown views fighting crime as a top issue. He vows to be a partner with the mayor, city state's attorney, and police commissioner. He pledges to go after gun traffickers and violent offenders through the AG's organized crime unit. He will explore holding gun makers and gun shop owners accountable through civil lawsuits,
so that we can file actions against gun manufacturers and hold them liable for the death, destruction, and carnage that they are bringing to our communities.
He wants to work with the General Assembly to pass a price gouging law and to expand the authority of the AG's office to go after environmental crimes. He is advocating enshrining Maryland's abortion law into the state constitution, as well as passing legislation protecting women who come to Maryland from out of state to get services.
I will refuse to honor any writ of extradition from a state that seeks to prosecute a woman who comes to Maryland for abortion services. I got you.
Brown says the job of Attorney General is about service, and that is what his life and professional career has been about.
I'm going to bring my experience, my skill, my education and training, put it to the best and highest use to inspire the men and women in the Office of the Attorney General to continue this very important and noble work in service to the people of Maryland.
For Commitment 2022, I'm David Collins.